Not too many races ago, McLaren seemed unstoppable. But since the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, everything has been going wrong, and Max Verstappen is closing on the championship leader faster than anyone has expected. Did other teams improve? Are papaya rules the issue? Are Oscar and Lando cracking under pressure? Let's talk about McLaren. Not long ago, McLaren was in a really dark place. In early 2023, both cars were out in Q1, finishing at the back, and Zak Brown was apologizing after every race. But fast forward to 2025, and they're on top of the world. 2 straight constructors titles, their first back-to-backs since 1991, when they won 4 titles back-to-back between 1988 and 1991. The MCL 39 started this dominant streak, and this year's MCL 40 only made it better. Aerodynamically sharp, insane tire consistency, and a car that actually behaves on every track from Monaco to Monza. This is the McLaren we've been waiting for. Let's start with the big picture, because while McLaren's been stealing the spotlight, the other teams haven't been sleeping. Red Bull have found their rhythm again. After a rough early season, Verstappen's win in Austin marked his 3rd victory in 4 races, cutting Oscar Piastri's championship lead down to just 40 points. The RB21B's recent upgrades restored their top-end pace and tire life, and suddenly, McLaren's advantage isn't bulletproof anymore. Even Ferrari and Mercedes have joined the resurgence. Leclerc's defensive masterclass in Texas reminded everyone how slim the margins really are. The message to McLaren is clear. If they stumble, the others are ready to pounce. It all started back in Australia, where McLaren told Piastri not to attack Norris until traffic cleared. Then Monza happened. Lando struggled after a slow pit stop, and McLaren ordered Piastri to let him back through. Piastri was furious, answering his engineer with,
We said that a slow pit stop was part of racing. I don't really get what's changed here, but he really went to do it to help him.
Lando Norris given back the position.
Andrea Stella defended the call, saying it reflected McLaren's values, fairness, respect, and teamwork. But under that calm exterior, there's tension. Team orders have quietly become a defining feature of McLaren's title strategy. Every decision now carries a bigger weight, because every point could decide the championship. The biggest talking point, though, is right here. It started with a Singapore clash, where Lando admitted he'd face consequences for hitting his teammate. Then came Austin, where both McLarens collided in the sprint's first corner. Piastri clipped Hülkenberg, bounced up, and took out Norris in the chaos. 2 DNFs, 0 points, and a garage that went ice cold. Both drivers were furious but diplomatic, each blaming racing incidents. But when title rivals collide twice in 2 weeks, that's not a coincidence. That's tension boiling over. These aren't just teammates anymore. They're rivals. And while McLaren fights itself, Max Verstappen is quietly turning the championship into a 3-way thriller. Since mid-season, he's looked more like his unstoppable 2021-23 self, composed, ruthless, precise. He dominated COTA from pole to flag, calling it one of his most complete weekends of the year. He's now just 40 points off the lead with 5 races to go. And the scary part? The upcoming tracks, Mexico, Brazil, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, are Red Bull territory. What was once McLaren's to lose might soon be Verstappen's to win. So here's the question haunting the papaya camp. Who's the chosen one? McLaren has held off naming a lead driver all season, but Andrea Stella now admits they might favor one driver if necessary to secure the championship. Do they back Oscar Piastri, the current points leader, calm, surgical, relentless, or Lando Norris, the emotional favorite who's still McLaren's golden boy? It's a brutal choice, but one that every great team eventually makes. Ferrari did it with Schumacher, Red Bull did it with Max. Maybe now, it's McLaren's turn to pick their chosen one. McLaren right now is the definition of blessed but stressed. 2 of the best young drivers in the world, a car that's finally top of the grid, and a fan base that's loving every minute of it. The only question left, can they keep it together long enough to win it all? Or will we see history repeat itself with a team imploding when it mattered most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think deserves the 2025 title? Piastri, Norris, or Verstappen? And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, drop a sub, and turn that bell on, because next week we're dissecting Ferrari's terrible season. Thanks for watching SportEnter. See you next time.